What's up guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire update. It's only been a few days since the last one. We don't usually have them that often, at least for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but we have a decent amount of new information with a new trailer from the Pokemon Company, accompanied by also loads of screenshots too, which I'll be covering in a separate video to this. This is going to be trailer analysis here, just too much to cover in a single video to be honest, so I'm going to be covering the rest of this probably tomorrow. You guys will get that. But a load of decent stuff here, mainly focusing around the primal forms, bit on the Mega Evolutions we've had recently revealed too. So, if we start off, we have a nice title page saying the true powers of Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre are revealed. My phone is going off, and I put it on the desk hoping it would go off, and it went off within seconds. Anyway, so we're told the true powers of the primal forms are being revealed, and indeed they have been in this issue, in this trailer. First off, we have a quick shot of Groudon in the Origin Cave. I'm pretty sure this is going to be. You can see a magma everywhere, you know, red jewels in the background, which is pretty cool. Just thought I'd show that shot off because it looks pretty darn awesome. Then we get onto the nitty gritty. We have obviously this shot here is taken right after Primal, after Groudon Primal devolves, whatever you want to call it. We just don't know the name of the process. But you can see there Groudon level 100 with the Omega symbol there on his menu thing there, and we're told literally Groudon's primal reversion. It reverted to its primal form. So that, I guess that's the term we have to use now. It's going to revert to its primal form rather than like evolution. We have to say it's going to revert to its primal form. It's going to be very formal. But we're told there at the bottom, Primal Groudon's Desolate Land ability. Now we were told, we were told in some trailers and whatnot the other day that they had their abilities. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it was Land of Sea of Beginnings and Land of Endings. Now they are slightly different for the English version. Unfortunately, they're not keeping those names, which I really liked actually, because it linked in with the Omega and the Alpha. But oh well, what can you do? It's going to be called Desolate Land, which is, you know, Desolate Land pretty much. That's his ability name. And what does this do? Well, you can see there the ability activates on the left hand side, looks up at the sky, and we are told the sunlight turned extremely harsh. It's turned extremely harsh. So basically it's drought on steroids. It's basically drought on steroids here, guys. But what does Desolate Land or drought on steroids actually do, you're asking? Well, this is what it does. Well, we're told first off the weather conditions now extremely harsh sunlight. So you're going to have sun, rain, hail, sandstorm, extremely harsh sunlight, and then whatever Kyogre's equivalent is. Because obviously, guys, you would have figured out by now, it's going to have the equivalent on Kyogre. But what does this condition do? Well, we can start off here. The first one, we're told weather changing moves have no effect. So if Milotic tries to use Rain Dance here, we can then see the extremely harsh sunlight was not lessened at all. So basically, it's sun or rain that you can't get rid of it. It's going to last, I'm guessing, for 5 turns to make it not too overpowered. Going to last for 5 turns, and it can be gotten rid of pretty much. But that's not it, guys. That is not it. We are also told that water type attacks become ineffective. You can see here Swampert tries to use Hydro Pump, but the water type attack evaporated in the harsh sunlight. So guys, Groudon, who is a ground fire type in its primal form, is not gonna be weak to water, because water type moves won't affect it, at least for 5 turns, guys. At least for 5 turns. And you can't get rid of the sunlight. You can't send in your Tyranitar with Sandstream to get rid of the sunlight and allow you to use a move on it. You can't do that. So that's what when Primal Groudon got the fire type, everyone was saying, oh my god, Kyogre's gonna wreck it because of this fire type. But apparently, well, not gonna happen. Obviously there is a bit of an issue what's going to happen when both Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre both appear at the same time. But we'll ignore that for the moment, guys. I guess we'll see more about that later on as we progress. But this is going to be an awesome ability for Groudon, or Primal Groudon, because it's not going to have a 4 times weakness. It's not going to have its 4 times weakness to water, which is what really would have let it down. So it's going to be very powerful indeed. It's definitely going to go straight to Ubers. If it wasn't Ubers already, it would have been all. It's definitely Ubers now. But this Pokemon is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And then we also find out some information about Groudon's signature move. Now, we were told it's called, I think in Japanese, it's called Cliff's Edge, if I remember correctly. Cliff's Edge is the name, which is interesting. It's an interesting name. It's not amazingly interesting, but Cliff's Blade. Sorry, not Cliff's Edge. Cliff's Blade. But it's a different name-ish in English. It's called Precipice Blades. So it's plural. Precipice Blades, and you can see there it uses this move, and then the blades gets completely wrecked by it. You can see that the red jewel sort of comes straight out of the ground and skewers Blaziken on the top of it. So Precipice, very similar to Cliff actually, both talking about the edge. So you can definitely see where Cliff's Blade came from and Precipice Blades come from as well. In terms of actually what it means and what it does, who knows. Obviously Blades, it's obvious, but Precipice, I'm not too sure at the moment. But that's the stuff to do with Primal Groudon. Now, obviously guys, we have to look over similar stuff for Primal Kyogre. So, first off, there's a shot here, you can see it of Primal Kyogre, probably in Origin Cave again, if not in the Seafill Cavern. I can't quite be sure, to be honest. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure about this one. Origin Cave, I'm pretty confident about that one. But this one, I'm not too sure, to be honest. Not too sure. But this is accompanied by another shot of this is Primal Kyogre just after it reverts to its primal form. Very similar to the screenshot we looked at of Groudon earlier. And you can just pretty much see it's just sort of behind it. There's nothing much to see there. But if we then move on to the second set of screenshots that are similar to what we looked at just now, we're told Kyogre's primal reversion, revert to its primal form, and we are told beneath Primal Kyogre's Primordial Sea ability. Primordial Sea, so different from Sea of Beginnings, but Primordial does suggest, you know, primordial, the start sort of thing, whereas Desolate sort of describes the end, you know, it's desolate, there's nothing there, it's the end of it all, sort of thing. So Primordial Sea, you then see the ability activate on the left hand side, and then we go up to the sky once more, and you can see storm clouds cover the sky, and see what seems to be lightning does spark between a few of them. I'm not sure if it's lightning or not, or just the rain sort of hitting the camera or not, but that activates, and we go back down, and we're told a heavy rain began to fall. A heavy rain began to fall, okay? A heavy rain, guys. And we are told with this, the weather condition is now a heavy rain. All guys, so what does heavy rain do? We know that the harsh sunlight actually stopped the weather changing moves and, you know, made water type attacks ineffective. What does heavy rain do? Well, it's very similar. It stops weather changing moves like this. You see the Slow King's trying to use hail, but it doesn't happen if there is no relief from this heavy rain. Damn, there is no relief at all. Then we're also told that fire type attacks become ineffective. We see this Blaze can try and use Flamethrower, and the fire type attack fizzled out in the heavy rain. Now, obviously this makes sense. It makes sense because fire is not going to be very useful in heavy rain. However, it's not going to be very useful for Kyogre, is it? Because Kyogre already resisted fire type attacks. So, yeah, what else is there to say? It's not very useful at all. Obviously there is the good thing about it powering up water type moves, but Groudon has definitely got the advantage here now, because Groudon can't be hit by Kyogre's main stab, whereas Groudon has ground type moves which it can still hit on stab without any sort of, you know, reduction in power, or just in general, on Primal Kyogre. So it's certainly gotten the upper hand here, Groudon. I keep getting confused, I don't know why. Anyway, then we move on to the signature move for Primal Kyogre called Origin Pulse. So, sort of similar. I didn't think what we told what Kyogre's name was. Origin Wave. Origin Wave was what it was in Japanese. So again, very similar here. Origin Wave, Origin Pulse. You can see we've seen it several times before. You know, it shoots some stuff off and then it destroys a Swampert here. You can see that's pretty much that there. So, those are the two primal forms covered for, obviously, Groudon and Kyogre, with some awesome abilities there, at least for Groudon. Then we have this screen here, legendary Pokemon Rayquaza makes its debut, so we get some shots of Rayquaza in battle here, just an assortment here you can see. The first one's using Outrage, I'm pretty sure, second one uses Hyper Beam, and the third one is just before it uses Draco Meteor on this unforgiving Salamence here, who's going to get destroyed unfortunately. But they're just general shots of Rayquaza. There was teased in the Korokoro magazine, I didn't cover this exactly, but it was told in the Korokoro magazine there was another page that we didn't get originally that was covering Rayquaza, and it is told in there. We obviously have some in-game screenshots of Rayquaza, which is pretty much exactly the same as we just seen in the trailer, but we were told that Rayquaza, get ready, wait for this. Rayquaza has something to do with Mega Evolution. Ooh. Has something to do with Mega Evolution indeed. We don't quite know what this means, whether Rayquaza is the key to Mega Evolution, or whether it's something like that, or maybe it's just something like how the stones are managed to appear in the Hone region, because obviously they were originally just in the Kalos region, so who knows. But Rayquaza has been doing Mega Evolution, so again it's hinting at a Mega Evolution or a primal form for Rayquaza. I don't think we're going to get any information about that before the games come out. It's either going to be hidden in the game, or we'll find out about it after the games. It'll be an event or something, or possibly Delta Emerald, who knows guys. Just throwing that out there though. But that's what I think for Rayquaza, guys. Then, last but not least, we have some shots on the Mega Evolutions in battle, starting off with, obviously, another screen never before seen, except we saw on Korokoro the other day, Mega Evolved Pokemon. We start off by looking at Mega Camerupt here. So, obviously, first up, Mega Camerupt comes in, Mega Evolves, and then it uses Eruption. I think it says Eruption or Lava Plume. One of those. They look very similar, so I can't quite tell which one it is. But you can see it looks awesome with that huge volcano on its back, and obviously when it uses it, it fits the animation, which looks very cool. And showing that's Mega Camera up, not much more to say there. Then we have pictures of Mega Sharpedo. You can see it in Mega Overwhelming now. It's huge nose. It's huge nose. Again, you can't really see the razors on the side of its nose in battle, and in the second screenshot again they're not actually visible again there, so who knows, maybe they retract for battle or something like that. But here it uses Crunch, which isn't a very good move to actually show a screenshot of. So here's Mega Sharpedo before it uses Crunch, as it's going to go and destroy this Dust Noir here. Dust Noir? Yeah, Dust Noir, that's the one. And then last but not least we have pictures of Mega Gallade. First up we have a picture of it just after it Mega Evolves. This is before it's sort of the Mega Evolution symbol as such, and you can see how it holds its cape. So it is a cape rather than wings. The cape is just very light and it floats about a bit, but you can see it sort of hides behind the cape and then explodes out of the cape. And obviously Mega Gallade is shown there. I think the back of the cape is green, if I'm mistaken. I'm not sure. But you can see it there standing with a very nice stance, and then it goes to use close combat on the shift tree and obviously destroy it as well. But that's pretty much it for the trailer, guys. Those are all the screenshots shown in the trailer. Well, there was a decent amount of information there. We got more information about the Primal Form abilities and also the Primal Form signature moves, which are really cool. Let me know what you think about the Primal Form abilities, guys. Are they going to change much? Obviously, Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre are going straight to Ubers, so it's not like they're going to affect the metagame too much, apart from possibly Ubers, as we know. But how are they going to affect in-game? Sort of, are they going to be too overpowered? Are they going to be too underpowered in terms of Kyogre? Who knows? Tell me, guys. Let me know down below. I'll be interested to see what you guys think of the two forms, Desolate Land and Primordial Sea. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't already, smash the like button on this video to show support for the update and the series and just the games in general. I don't know. But I'll be seeing you next time. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. Goodbye, my friends.